The Secretary General, Prime Minister Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Right Honourable Andrew Holness, Bulawinaka from Fiji. COVID-19 is an unprecedented challenge for small developing states, but the pain is not unfamiliar. Like climate change, we bear the unjust burden of unequal impacts from a crisis we did not start and cannot solve alone. Whether the challenge is stopping viral transmission or cutting carbon emissions, unilateralism and inaction threaten us most of all. If either win out, we lose everything. We small nations know that striving for the status quo means doubling down on a path that accelerates global warming. Instead, we must use this recovery as our rallying point towards more and better multilateralism. The trillions of dollars in economic stimulus packages put forward by advanced countries cannot look backwards to fossil fuels. They must look forward to a long-sighted recovery, to gender equity, to digital inclusivity, to less inequality, to blue and green development, and on to achieving life or death target of net zero emissions by mid-century. For the most vulnerable nations, work towards that future is not a question of resolve, but of resources. The present financing available to us is insufficient, and our archaic multilateral development finance framework is out of touch with the realities of the 21st century. I join my fellow SEEDS leaders in calling for a mere 1% of the global stimulus deployed by rich countries to be targeted to fund sustainable gender-sensitized recoveries across our economies, along with the guarantees that the COVID-19 vaccine, once viable, will not be treated purely as a commodity, but as a global social code. Take it from us, the small states who are all too familiar with climate-driven devastation. When crises strike, we must always build back better, more sustainably, and in solidarity with the most vulnerable. That simple choice, made every day at every level of leadership, is where our better global recovery from COVID-19 begins. Thank you, and as we say in Fiji, Vinaka Bakalevu.